Kidnapped aboard a slave ship bound for America through the connivance of my uncle Ebenezer. Rescued by the intervention of the Highland rebel, Alan Breck Stewart. I survived storm and shipwreck.
They're into the tide race at the foot of Mull!
They were near the reef sail! To the windward!
You're Highland lover.
It's better than being in irons on a king's ship.
You have lost me, my ship!
Just hold it, Captain. Save ourselves before we start killing each other.
Alan! Alan! Who is it? Who's there? If it's money you want, take my purse. There's little enough in it.
Where did you come by this?
It was given to me by a friend,
What name did he bear?
Alan Breck Stewart.
How do I know you did not steal it?
You know of Alan Breck?
Maybe.
What chance would I have to steal from such a man and stay alive?
Where are you from?
I was shipwrecked. Well, I've been taken as a slave to the Carolinas.
And where are you bound?
Anywhere. I can find food and a night's lodging. I'm fair starving.
If it's the mainland you want, you'd best head for the ferry at Torresay in the morning.
Thank you.
Your friend, Alan Breck, will be 2 days' walk ahead of you by now.
You've seen him then?
I heard he passed through. Some sailors came after him, but he soon lost them.
Well, that's good news.
But when you leave here in the morning, I will know nothing of you nor he. And you have not slept here this night. Are you clear on that?
I'm not a wanted man. I told you I was kidnapped.
I know not who you are. But you have a rebel friend, and a silver button to prove it. Let it go ill with you if you fell into the hands of the redcoats.
I've nothing to fear from the redcoats. I'm no rebel.
No more am I. But it's enough these days for a Highlander to be seen wearing the kilt and plaid, without it dyed the colour of peat, or sewn into Sassenach bricks. I was a farmer once, with a wife and 5 acres. Till the English came. Now I'm nothing.
Girl, Barbara. Who is she?
James Moore's daughter, Katrina Drummond. She waits here for her father whenever you summon him to be questioned.
Pretty lass. Pity she's such a rogue as her father.
Good afternoon, Lord Advocate.
Mr. James Moore.
Mr. Colin Campbell is here, Lord Preston Grange.
The Red Fox.
He's in your study with the lawyer, Mr. Mungo Campbell.
Very well. You shall see this prisoner shortly.
Thank you, Lord Advocate.
Mr. James Moore.
Barbara.
Make friends with James Moore's daughter.
Should I?
I should be obliged.
With what in mind, Father?
Politics, my dear. Politics.
Mr. Campbell. It is not often we see you here in Edinburgh.
I wouldn't be here, sir, if the business were not urgent.
How urgent?
Rebellion, sir, no less.
You exaggerate. The Jacobites will never rise again.
Rumor has it otherwise.
Rumor is a jade, sir.
There are agents from France in the Highlands.
One, Alan Breck Stewart, we know of him.
If there is one, there may be others.
Alan Breck is here only to collect illegal rents, or so I am informed. That's treason in itself.
Indeed. And I look to you, Colin Campbell, to bring him to book. So far, he has slipped through your fingers and is no doubt safely back in France.
My agents tell me otherwise. He was seen 2 days ago on Mull, heading back towards Appin.
Excellent. Then you have him. Will you take Clarets with me, gentlemen?
Not now, sir. We have to ride back to the Highlands today.
I will myself, if you've no objection.
I propose to take more troops for the search. The garrison at Fort William is sorely stretched.
As the King's agent, Campbell, I would have thought you had enough influence to arrange fresh troops for yourself.
I have, sir. But I need more than that. I need warrants.
To dispossess those Highland tenants who have been paying extra rent to Alan Brecht.
Then you shall have them. But you spoke just now of rebellion.
We said, my lord, there were rumors about. What we badly need is information.
You were never short of spies, Campbell. Come to the point.
And the point, sir, is that prisoner you have there outside, James Moore the Gregor. Despite being held in the Tolbooth prison, he still has close contacts with the Jacobites in hiding. We could make use of that knowledge.
Turn him round to our side, you mean? Oh, believe me, gentlemen, I've frequently tried to win him over, but so far I've failed.
Was wrecked.
Wrecked? What about the money?
It was lost.
Lost? Well, there'll be little more forthcoming.
There'll not be another French ship off the Western Isles for a while, so it's to the east coast for me now.
You'd better make haste. I hear that Colin Campbell is going to Edinburgh to raise fresh troops.
Has he not? Not enough troops already.
Well, he's scaring them with talk of you raising another rebellion.
I only wish I were.
No, that dream's over, Alan. And I can't hide you here. The hunt is up for you all over Appin.
They haven't caught me yet.
I'm surprised at that. You stand out like a fattened cock. I'll get you something plainer. No, there's been enough suffering in the glens as it is. I hear that Colin Campbell's on his way back with servants and warrants to evict the tenants.
Which tenants?
Long Rob of the mill, for one.
Long Rob of Millhouse? Oh.
Aye, he was caught sheep stealing.
You don't evict a man for stealing a sheep.
He pleaded that he'd not enough to look after his family after paying double rents. Here, try these.
Then damn Long Rob for a traitor.
Aye, you can't blame him. He's got to look after his wife and his bairns. Aye, and he's not the only one.
Who else?
Well, there are 2 or 3 in Ballyvoolish.
He'll not live long, yon Red Fox. Not long.
Alan, no, that cannot happen. Not here in Stuart country.
You'll not be able to stop it.
And if I don't, every farm and every butt and ben in this part of the country will be set ablaze to warm the red coats.
Alan, I'm ordering you to keep a watch on the Red Fox while he's in Appin. See that he comes to no harm.
Damn you, Alan Drake. Have you come to torment us?
You'll be revenged.
Aye. Over a glass of claret with your bonny prince in France?
I tell you, Hector Stewart, you'll be revenged.
That was my father's farm, and his father's before him. Now we have nowhere to sleep the bairns but in the open heather. Tell your prince to share that with us, and I'll be proud to call myself a Stewart again.
Is this the ferry to Kinloch Allen?
Aye, we're just away, man. Come on.
Are you an Appin man?
Aye, as good as any other. Name of Neil Roy MacRob.
I'm seeking a man, and I think you might have news of him. His name is Alan Breck Stewart. I've but 1 guinea to offer you.
There's no way for one gentleman to behave to another. The man you speak of is in France, no here.
He is here, sure enough. I fought alongside him, and I was proud to do so.
Indeed.
Does this make it clearer?
Why did you no show me that before? You know, there are 2 things you should never do around these parts. One of them is offer you dirty money to a Highland gentleman, and the other is mention the name of Alan Breck.
I'm sorry for both wrongs.
Well, since you're plainly the lad with a button, all's well. I've had word to see you come safe, so I'll make haste to see you on your route. And when you get there, you're to ask for the house of James of the Glens at Orkarn.
James of the Glens. I understand.
Aye. You're to speak to no one, mind. And you're to avoid all Whigs, Campbells, and Red soldiers. And if you see any of them coming, you hide under a bush till they've passed.
Like a thief?
Like a man that values his life.
Katrina! Stay inside there. Come on, clear off. Come here then.
Miss Drummond! I'm Miss Barbara Grant, daughter to the Lord Advocate.
Aye, you're well known.
I thought perhaps you might care to join my aunt and I for afternoon tea in the drawing room.
Me? You're asking me?
Yes. I believe in some way we are distant relatives. The Drummonds and the Grants have common kin.
Aye. But I'm closer kin to my father, James Moore. Him that's brought here in chains day after day to be tormented by questioning. I'm sorry, Miss Grant, but I couldn't think of taking polite tea in the drawing room of such a house as yours.
Pity, Miss Drummond. Perhaps one day you'll see fit to change your mind.
I can see no sign of that day dawning, Miss Grant. Excuse me.
fine country now. Loch Arn lies beyond the hill.
Thank you. Good day, sir. Am I on the right road for Acharn?
Who are you, boy?
A traveller, sir, and an honest subject of King George.
Well, we're on the king's business now, out of our path, lad.
Oh, wait. A Lowlander by your accent. What business have you in Acharn?
I'm to see the man that lives there.
Mind your manners, boy. Do you know who you're speaking to?
No, sir.
This is Colin Campbell of Glenure. Now out of our path. He must be on our way.
I asked the boy a question. If you're an honest subject of King George, what business do you have with one of the king's enemies, James of the Clans?
Well, answer, lad. Your tongue was bold enough a moment ago.
Ah! Ah!
The murderer!
Get the lad! The accomplice!